guys, what's up? It's your friendly and neighborhood French Canadian here, aka Vslayer. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I want to talk about how I want Mileena to play in MK11 and how I predict that she'll actually play. So I'm using MKX footage for this because I honestly didn't like very much how she played in MK9, and I played her a lot in MKX. And you know, because both games are sort of similar with the variation system, so it'll be easier for me to, use it as an example. And it's also the most recent one, so there is that. She also has like some of my favorite costumes, like the vampire one we're looking at right now. It's really cool. So let's start with her normal strings. Obviously, Mileena in this game has a lot of really good neutral tools, like advancing moves and a lot of mix-ups. Overhead, low, high, low. You want it, baby, you got it. She has all of those, mix-up combo starters, which was freaking amazing and probably one reason why people hated her so much. And the thing with MK11 is I feel if a character has good mix-ups, they won't do a lot of damage or won't have a lot of combo potential. But if they don't have mix-ups, then they can do some really big damage. But then again, you look at characters like Sonya and Swan, both of them are overheads, and if blocked, they can be hella punished. But the thing about MK11 is it plays really slower, and you need good neutral, but you also need to be able to condition your opponent so that you can mix their asses to hell and back. And I feel like Mileena would be perfect for this, I don't want her to have some like crazy quick overhead low mix-ups like she has in MKX, because I think that would change the meta maybe a bit too much. Like, obviously everyone would play her because, let's be honest, mixing your opponent are easy wins. If you're not a really solid player, if you don't have solid neutral, if you still struggle with combos, and if you use a character like Sub-Zero or Sonya that have really good mix-ups, then you're guaranteed some wins, right? Even though you're lacking in some other areas. So I do want her to play more like a gimmicky character. Like you do strings, mix-up strings on block, and you can use some specials on block as well. Maybe kind of like Berserker Baraka or Highborn Katana. And the thing is, I don't think they're going to change Katana a whole lot. Like, I really don't think they're going to change Highborn at all, actually. I feel like, they're both clones, so it would make sense, a lot of sense, that they have moves that mirror each other, right? Maybe they won't act exactly the same way. Like, if Mileena gets her telekick, obviously she won't need to be in a side stance, she can just do it, and then she can maybe enhance it for kicks, or like in MKX, or enhance it and throw a side and continue the combo, kind of like Katana can do. She enhances it, throws a fan, and then can continue that combo. But going back to her strings, her normals, yeah, I want her to have good neutral spacing. I also would like if she would have takedowns at the end of her strings like we see in MKX, because I feel that was a big part of her gameplay. And she's a really cool character that's supposed to be sort of animal-like, more Baraka-like than Katana and other characters, because she is part Tarkatan, right? So I want her to have that viciousness, or she jumps on you and takes a bite of your neck, or throws you on the ground and then stabs and punts you across the screen. For me, that would be the best case scenario for her strings. It sounds like she's shaping up, to be a really, really good character, and I do want her to be good. And even if she isn't, I don't care, I'll still play her. But if she has all of that already, she's really solid, right? Now, I don't want her to be OP because people already hate her, and I don't like playing super top tiers anyways. To me, the most important part is that she'll be fun to play, and that's sort of what I want to talk about, right? I want her to be fun. So if we go to her specials, I want her to have at least one projectile. I don't think she needs like the low psi as well. Just straight psi I think will be perfect with the telekick and with the ball roll. Like, that would be her default kit, right? Now, variation wise, I feel like it would be fun, like I said before, if she would have one variation where it's gimmicky, mix-ups, and she can do one or two specials on block safe-ishly, kind of like Berserker Baraka's specials where he does it on block and he can enhance it and it puts him at -3, and it also pushes them away. So you can really play neutral, which is why I want her to have some good advancing strings, so she can possibly play like that. Then on the flip side, I'd like her to have a variation with low and high grabs, kind of like her Ravenous variation, where you can continue the strings, you know, throw them on the ground, stabby stabs, as I said before. And it's kind of funny because I feel like a lot of characters in MK11 inherited some of her moves. Like, look at Nightwolf. I'm not sure the variation where he has his command grabs and the takedowns. I think it's an ancestral gift, but I'm not quite sure. Either way, I feel like one of her variation could play really, really closely to what Nightwolf plays like. That's sort of what I would want out of her, right? She doesn't need to be the fastest character. I just want her to be a neutral, controlling, kind of in-your-face brawler. I mean, obviously I don't think NRS is gonna make a zoning variation for her because that would be weird as hell. But you never know, they might troll the hell out of us and she'll be like a dedicated zoner, which will be the time where I completely retire from this game. Anyways, I'm exaggerating here, but yeah. If she has mix-ups, of course, and specials she can use on block, obviously some of her strings will be more negative on block, which is fine because again, you have to use the specials or you have to use spacing to your advantage, right? I think that would be really awesome because playing characters like this actually help your neutral, actually help you, you know, play better in general. I feel like I got so much better at the game playing Highborn Kitana because she is so damn slow. You have to space very well and you have to be really patient when you're not, you know, pressuring their asses off. And same with Berserker Baraka, you know, you have to be careful because a lot of things are very punishable on block. My verdict is I want her to be an in-your-face brawler with takedowns, with grabs, that can possibly have some specials that are slightly negative on block, and the trade-off will be that her strings are going to be slower and unsafe. So let me know how you want Mileena to play, how you want her to play versus how you think she'll play, taking in consideration MK11's meta. Obviously, I hope she'll have some good combo potential, but you know, it's MK11, so I don't think it'll get too crazy. But yeah, I hope she'll be really fun to play, you know, that's the most important part for me, as I said before. So again, take care everyone, have an awesome Sunday, and I'll see you all very soon.